political slugfest peaks in the national capital. AAP goes all out with its push for Ram Bhakti. Holds Sundar Kand recitation across Delhi. Owaisi hears Chota Recharge Jive.
Good evening. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime here on India Today. I'm Akshita, Nandgopal, and as we count down to the Pran Pratistha ceremony, we're going to be getting you all the latest political reactions coming in. Invites have gone out. Who are the netas who are attending? Rahul Gandhi's made it clear there's no question of him attending. Mamata Banerjee has said she's going to be holding a rally for religious harmony on 22nd January. Arvind Kejriwal, on the other hand, is doing his own form of bhakti, Hanuman Bhakti, in the run-up to the Ram Mandir Pran Pratistha. But is he going to be attending the event or not? Nobody really knows. I'll be running you through all those updates. A quick check of the top 6 headlines at 6 p.m. Exclusive latest images of Ram Mandir revealed on India Today. Golden doors installed in the Garbhagriha. India awaits the Pran Pratistha ceremony. Ram Bhakt Modi offers prayers at Lepakshi temple in Andhra Pradesh. Listens to Ramayana verses in Telugu at the Veerbhadra temple. Big India Today impact. Crane that was blocking view of the only Category compliant runway at the Delhi airport has been removed. Civil Aviation Minister lists out new SOPs to combat flight chaos caused by fog. Days after joining Congress, Y.S. Sharmila appointed as the Andhra Pradesh Congress chief, putting her in direct contention with her brother Y.S. Jagan in Andhra. Another cheetah dies. Namibian cheetah Shaurya dies in the Kuno National Park, the 10th cheetah death so far. And Indian origin Vivek Ramaswamy quits the US presidential race and endorses former President Donald Trump instead after his Iowa caucus win.
Powered by Rungta Steel TMT Bar. Ekdam solid.
Let's begin with a reaction coming in from a Karnataka minister, Congress leader K.N. Rajana, who's made an extremely controversial comment on the Ram Mandir, saying that during the Babri Masjid demolition, it looked like 2 dolls were kept in a tent in Ayodhya and that people were fooled. People were told this is the Ram Mandir. Now, according to this minister, Rajanna, he says, I was there during, right after the Babri demolition. I saw what looked like 2 dolls being kept in a tent. And he says there are many, many Ram temples with history of thousands of years. These are holy places, whereas these temples that you're seeing in Ayodhya are being built by the BJP just for elections. The BJP, according to him, is cheating people. Let's in fact play out for you exactly what this Karnataka minister, this Congress leader, has said.
ನಮ್ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 100 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಇತಿಹಾಸ ಇರೋ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪಾವಿತ್ರತೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಈಗ ಅವ್ರು ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವರು ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಒಂದು ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನ ಕಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಇದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಿಜವಾದಂತಹ ಇದು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮೋಸದ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ರಾಮನ ಭಕ್ತರು, ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ಬಾಬರಿ ಮಸೀದಿ ಬೀಳಿಸಿದಾಗ, ಇವ್ರು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಯೋಧ್ಯೆಗೆ. ಒಂದು ಟೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಗೊಂಬೆ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಶ್ರೀರಾಮನ ಇವನೇ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳೋರು. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ರಮೇಶನ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದೊಳಗೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆ ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲಿ ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಮಗೊಂಥರ ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ನು, ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ನನಗೆ ದೇವರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಕ್ತಿ, ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಬರ್ತದೆ.
Let's take this across to Nagarjun Dwarkanath for more details. Nagarjun, you have this controversial comment being made by Minister where he says that 2 dolls were kept in a tent and people were made to believe that this was a temple. I felt nothing when I visited Ayodhya and the likes. Is this a comment that the Congress has really reacted on so far?
In fact, Akshita, while addressing gathering in Tumkur, Mr. Rajanna K. and Rajanna went on to say that in 1992, when he had visited Ayodhya during the Babri demolition, he said that the right-wing organizations or the members had kept 2 dolls in a tent and called this Ram Mandir, and I didn't get any devotion looking at it. It was like dolls kept in a touring package. Come back to my district or come back to my state, the Ram Mandir, which has history of thousands of years, and you feel some vibration when you step into the temple. You feel positivity and devotion when you enter the Ram Mandir. But look at the Ayodhya Ram Mandir back then in 1992. It had no devotion, no vibration when I went there. People had just kept 2 idols and called it Ram, is what the minister had said. Just barely a week from the Pran Pratistha that will happen on Jan 22nd. A big controversial statement coming from a Karnataka minister that in 1992 when the Ram idol was kept, it looked like doll and it had no devotion.
All right, Nagarjun, thanks for those details. We'll track all the reactions coming in. A Karnataka minister there stoking a controversy with just days to go for the Pran Pratistha. This is the last thing, essentially, that the Congress needs, where you have these kind of controversial, loose statements being made that could really cost the Congress dearly. And let's get you, in fact, our next report on all of the politics that's playing out over the Ram Mandir. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, who's of course on his Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, has spoken out for the first time on the Ram Mandir Pran Pratistha, saying that this ceremony is a Modi event, it's an election event, and that's why none of them will be a part of it. Remember that the Congress did send a delegation to Ayodhya yesterday, and Rahul Gandhi has also said that Congress leaders can choose if they want to be there, but Sonia Gandhi will not be there. Meanwhile, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal attended a Sundar Kand part. While this competition over Ram Bhakti escalates, we ask whether the opposition can actually unite for Ram Mandir.
The diverging paths of the India alliance partners. During his Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, Rahul Gandhi adhered to his party's ideological stance. He reiterated the Congress's position that the Ram Mandir inauguration was a BJP-RSS event.
The RSS and the BJP have made the 22nd January function a completely political Narendra Modi function. It's become a RSS BJP function.
His party colleague Digvijay Singh accused the Sangh Parivar of communalizing the Janmbhoomi issue by demolishing the disputed structure. The ruling BJP responded promptly, insisting that Rahul Gandhi and his party cannot define faith.
राहुल गांधी का इंटरप्रिटेशन जो भी रहे, हमारे लिए ये एक बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण और बहुत ही डीपली फेल्ट आस्था का इश्यू है. इसमें राहुल गांधी का टिप्पणी जो भी हो, उसमें कोई बदलाव नहीं आएगा.
ये गिरगिट अब रंग बदल करके सुंदर कांड पार्टी को पढ़ाएंगे. पढ़ाओ, अच्छी बात है, लेकिन आप ही केजरीवाल जी इमामों को मोटी रकम तनख्वाह में भी देने वाले हो. मुझे डर है कि लोकसभा के चुनाव घोषित होने के पहले कहीं आप मस्जिदों की तारीख भी घोषित कर दें अपने कार्यकर्ताओं को नमाज पढ़ने का. मुझे डर लग रहा है.
Another member of the India Alliance, the Aam Aadmi Party leadership organised Sundar Kand recitations, coinciding with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's ongoing Anusthan ritual for the Ram Mandir consecration.
आप खुद जो है अगर किसी पार्टी को हिंदुओं की ठेकेदारी दे दोगे तो वो पार्टी ले लेगी. वो पार्टी तो लेना चाह ही रही है. ये बिल्कुल गलत है. मुझे लगता है कि इसको इस तरीके से नहीं देखना चाहिए. जो भी नेता हैं वो किसी धर्म से हैं. अगर वो अपने अपने धर्म के अंदर आस्था रखते हैं, उसके अपने विधि विधान से कार्यक्रम करते हैं, तो हमें इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. सबको करना चाहिए.
The religious ceremony organized by Aam Aadmi Party drew sharp criticism from its political opponents.
ये जो कुछ कर रहे हैं ना दिल्ली के मुख्यमंत्री और उनकी सरकार, ये कॉम्पिटिटिव हिंदुत्व कर रहे हैं और ये बता रहे हैं कि नरेंद्र मोदी आरएसएस में और इनमें कोई फर्क नहीं है.
Today, when you know that there is going to be a grand temple being constructed in Ayodhya ji, and on 22nd of January, there is going to be the Pran Pratistha of Ram Lala, Aam Aadmi Party, that has a penchant for changing its colors like a chameleon, has decided that they are going to now take on the color of saffron.
Hindutva and soft Hindutva on one side and secularism on the other. Parties taking positions on the ideological battlefield ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. Bureau Report, India Today.
So you had Arvind Kejriwal there going ahead and taking part in a narration in the recitation of, in fact, the Sundar Kand part, which is essentially something that's in praise and glorifying Lord Hanuman. And there have been repeated circumstances where Arvind Kejriwal has repeatedly said that I'm a Ram Bhakt. But at no point so far has he confirmed whether he's actually attending the Pran Pratistha or not. So while you have the Aam Aadmi Party doing all of this posturing, when it comes to the main event itself, there's a big question mark on whether Arvind Kejriwal is attending. He's repeatedly, very publicly said, I'm a Ram Bhakt. But now when the main Pran Pratistha is going to happen, Arvind Kejriwal seems to be still on the fence.
मैं हनुमान जी और श्री रामचंद्र जी दोनों का भक्त हूँ, तो उन्हीं से प्रेरणा लेके, प्रभु श्री राम से प्रेरणा लेके और उनकी रामराज की अवधारणा को दिल्ली के अंदर पूरी साफ सुथरी नीयत से लागू करने के लिए पिछले 6 साल से हम प्रयासरत हैं.
पूरा देश कोरोना नाम की महामारी से बुरी तरह से पीड़ित है, लेकिन मैं समझता हूं कि अगर देवताओं की, प्रभु श्री राम की, मां सरयू नदी की कृपा होगी तो मैं समझता हूं कि जरूर हम सब लोगों को इस महामारी से मुक्ति मिलेगी.
श्री रामचंद्र जी के, रामलला जी के दर्शन हुए और बहुत अच्छा लगा. जब वहाँ से बाहर निकला तो मन में एक भाव आया कि हे भगवान, मुझे इतनी ताकत देना, इतनी शक्ति देना, योग्यता देना कि मैं देश के हर व्यक्ति को अयोध्या के दर्शन करा सकूं.
Amit Bharadwaj is joining us live this evening with the latest updates on this. So you had this massive Sundar Kand recitation that took place, Amit, earlier today, with all of the biggest AAP leaders coming together. And repeatedly, as we just played out, Arvind Kejriwal has called himself a Ram Bhakt. He's had several initiatives, including promising that he'll arrange for everyone in Delhi who wants to visit Ayodhya to ensure that that's done for free. But there is no update so far on whether he's actually going to be a part of the Pran Pratistha ceremony. Is the AAP a bit on the fence, trying to figure out whether they're going to be joining their allies in the India bloc of boycotting this event, the likes of Mamta and the Congress, or will he attend?
Well, Akshita, as far as Ayodhya Pran Pratistha ceremony is concerned, as and when Arvind Kejriwal receives that invitation, we should be, very sure that in most likelihood he will be going to attend the Pran Pratistha ceremony, because Arvind Kejriwal's politics has been of this sort itself. He wants to portray himself always as a practicing Hindu. Now, he walks on a very thin line of being on the either side, somebody like Congress party which declined the invitation that was extended to them to participate in the Pran Pratistha ceremony, or somebody who is sounding, a hardcore Hindutva political leader, or taking on communal banters on somebody. So he walks on that thin line, wants to portray himself as a practicing Hindu. And this particular Sundar Kand part, which is being done by AAP chief and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and by his ministers, all MLAs in the national capital right now, is also an attempt to do two things, Akshita. Number one, counter the BJP's narrative, co-opt the BJP BJP's narrative around the Pran Pratistha ceremony of Ram Temple in Ayodhya. And number two, also send across a message that, look, I am distant as far as controversial comments by certain India party's leaders are concerned. For instance, DMK or certain leaders from the Congress party or Samajwadi party. So this particular ceremony is actually serving two purposes to Aam Aadmi Party. Back to you.
And it's triggered reactions like Asad Noesi calling the Aam Aadmi Party a chota recharge of the RSS, calling them an RSS proxy, essentially. Thanks very much, Amit, for those details. The Aam Aadmi Party maintaining that a formal invite hasn't reached Arvind Kejriwal just yet. It remains, of course, to be seen what their stand will be, but it looks like Arvind Kejriwal, with all the comments that he's made, will have to keep politics aside and be a part of the Pran Pratistha ceremony. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister is currently observing an 11-day Anushtan, an 11-day fast, where he's in fact also part of that procedure, sleeping on the floor, doing meditation as well. He's also been visiting several temples and locations that are significantly mentioned in the Ramayana. First, it was Panchvati in Nashik, the Kalaram Mandir, now the Veerbhadra temple. This was in Lipakshi of Andhra Pradesh. Again, hugely significant because according to the Ramayana, it was here that Jatayu fell while trying to rescue Ma Sita. Let's get you, in fact, a sequence of exactly what the Prime Minister did at the Lipakshi temple. This was the Veerbhadra temple in Lipakshi, where he was also reciting verses of the Ramayana in Telugu.
Prime Minister Modi at the Veerbhadra temple in Lipakshi of Andhra Pradesh, listening to verses from the Ranganatha Ramayana in Telugu. Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama, Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Days before the Pran Pratistha ceremony of the Bhavya Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, the Prime Minister's visit to Lipakshi is especially significant. It's believed that Lipakshi is the place where Jatayu, after having been grievously wounded by Ravan, who was abducting Ma Sita, fell. The dying Jatayu told Lord Rama that Ma Sita was indeed taken south by Ravan. He was then granted moksha by Lord Ram.
हमने जो कुछ जनता से लिया, वो जनता के चरणों में ही समर्पित कर दिया। यही तो सुशासन है, यही तो राम राज्य का संदेश है।
The Prime Minister's visit to Lipakshi comes days after he visited the Sri Kalaram Mandir in Nashik, where the Prime Minister took part in Bhajan Kirtan. The temple has big Ramayana symbolism. Located in Panchvati, it is believed that this is where Lord Ram and Sita spent several years while in exile.
नासिक पंचवटी की इस भूमि में प्रभु श्री राम ने काफी समय बिताया था। मैंने आह्वान किया था कि जनवरी तक हम सभी 22 जनवरी तक हम सभी देश के तीर्थ स्थानों की, मंदिरों की साफ सफाई करें, स्वच्छता का अभियान चलाएं। आज मुझे कालाराम मंदिर में दर्शन करने का, मंदिर परिसर में सफाई करने का सौभाग्य मिला है।
Sri Kalaram Mandir is situated along the banks of Godavari in Nashik. The temple was rebuilt in the 18th century after it was destroyed by the Mughals. It is in Panchvati that Lord Ram, Ma Sita and Lakshmanji spent a few years during their Vanvas. Legend has it that Lord Ram set up his hut here, and the presence of 5 banyan trees made this region auspicious. The temple has 14 steps each for 14 years that Sri Ram spent in exile. The temple is made of black basalt stone. The idols of Sri Ram, Lakshman and Ma Sita are also black. Interestingly, the idol of Lord Sri Ram doesn't have a bow and arrow, instead is giving Ashirwad. In preparation for the Pran Pratistha, the Prime Minister is also observing a strict Anushthan. He'll be fasting till 22nd January while meditating and offering special prayers, and will be sleeping on the floor. All this while he continues with his work commitments. Bureau Report, India Today.
So that was highlights, in fact, of the Prime Minister's visit to the Veerbhadra temple in Andhra Pradesh. This is in Lepakshi, where he was seen doing a puja, taking part in a narration also of the Ranganatha Ramayana, which is in Telugu. You could see him enjoying also some of the performances of parts of the Ramayana, where he was also seen chanting along. The Prime Minister, as we have mentioned, is in fact part of is undertaking an 11-day Anushthan. So that's extremely crucial. On the right of your screens are the images of that beautiful skit that was played out from parts of the Ramayana for Prime Minister Modi. He's got a packed day ahead. He's also in fact inaugurated a number of projects, development projects in Andhra Pradesh. Now heading to Kerala, because in Kochi he's going to be a part of a massive roadshow, and tomorrow he's going to be visiting the Guruvayur temple as well, where he's going to be attending the wedding of actor and politician Suresh Gopi's daughter. So the Prime Minister tomorrow as well is going to be in Kerala, and he also mentioned how each of these temples that he's going to be visiting in the run-up to the Pran Pratistha ceremony, in the run-up to January 22nd, is extremely crucial, because with each of these temples, whether it's Nashik, whether it's Panchvati or here in Lepakshi, it's all got very, very important significance to the Ramayana. In Nashik, Panchvati is where reportedly the Sita Guha is, the Sita cave. Some time of, in fact, Lord Ram's exile was spent there. As far as Lepakshi is concerned, it's where they say Jatayu fell after he was attacked by Ravan when he tried to rescue Ma Sita. So each of these locations extremely significant really in the journey of Lord Ram. Even as, in fact, we show you these images, we're also going to be getting you our reporter live from Kerala to tell you what's happening there, because the Prime Minister is going to be taking part in a massive road show. Shibi Mole is joining us from Kochi with more on that. Shibi, the Prime Minister expected to embark on a road show shortly. What's the update there? What's the situation?
Well, Akshita, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be soon reaching Kerala's Kochi and taking out a roadshow. It will be starting from the Maharaja's College ground here in Kochi and will be ending at the guest house. So tomorrow he actually has, projects, inauguration projects at the Cochin shipyard. Before that, he will be first attending the wedding of actor and politician Suresh Gopi's daughter's wedding at Guruvayur temple in Thrissur. And also he will also be visiting the famous Ram temple in Tripurayar in Thrissur itself. So following that, in the evening, he will have a meeting with, he will address a gathering of the BJP workers in Kochi itself at the Marine Drive here. But yes, as far as the BJP leadership here is concerned, they're really happy.
Okay, we're going to come to you, Shibi, when that roadshow kicks off. We'll come to you as you'll get us those updates from Kochi as well. In a few moments from now, the Prime Minister expected that. And on the other side of a short break here on 6 p.m. Prime, we'll be getting you all the latest from Ayodhya and the first glimpses of the Ram Mandir, all decked up, all set for the big day for January 22nd.
खबरों के ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट विश्लेषण जैसी ही एक दुनिया और भी है, और वो है सफेद पन्नों पर काले अक्षरों से उकेरे गए साहित्य की दुनिया। तो आइए साहित्य की इस ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट दुनिया में खो जाएं।
साहित्य आज तक लखनऊ 20 और 21 जनवरी, अंबेडकर मेमोरियल पार्क, गोमती नगर, लखनऊ। फ्री एंट्री के लिए रजिस्टर करें www.aajtak.in/साहित्य पर या मिस्ड कॉल दीजिए 9310330033 पर।
Celebrate the Ram Utsav with India Today from anywhere in the world.
Sapporo in Japan, we all are happy.
Coming of Ram temple becomes a symbol of humanity.
Pran Pratistha Bhagwan Sri Ram temple. So we are really so happy.
Jai Sri Ram.
Send in your wishes to India Today on WhatsApp at +91 73030 86006.
The big countdown for Ram Mandir. Just days to go for grand Pran Pratistha. The grand Ram temple is taking final shape. The resplendent golden door of the Sanctum Sanctorum, or the Garbhagriha, which will house the deity, is ready. This houses the platform which will hold the idol of Ram Lalla, or the boy god, depicting Ram as a 5-year-old child in his place of birth. Elaborate preparations are underway to ensure a momentous cultural and spiritual celebrations on Ram Lalla's Ghar Wapasi. The temple has also brought in tremendous enthusiasm among Muslim devotees of Ram.
मेरी झोपड़ी के भाग आज खुल जाएंगे, राम आएंगे, राम आएंगे.
Imam Ansari, a student from Lakhimpur, stole hearts with his soulful Ram bhajan.
राम आएंगे तो अंगना सजाऊंगी, दीप जल के दिवाली मैं मनाऊंगी.
India's culture capital is witnessing preparation at a never-seen-before scale. The biggest faith event beckons, and India is ready for return of Ram. With Pooja Shali and Abhishek Mishra in Ayodhya, Bureau Report, India Today.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Welcome back. Let's get you breaking news that's coming in. All images coming in right now on India Today of inside the Ram Mandir, and a look of exactly where the Ram Lalla idol will be placed. Exclusive images on your screens right now. You see that slab made completely of marble. That's where you're going to see the Ram Lalla idol being placed. This is a 50 square feet marble which has been used. 110 workers are working around the clock to ensure that the structure has been made in 8 months' time, completely of marble. It's on that pedestal that you will have the Ram Lalla idol being placed. So those images first on your screens right here on India Today, as we continue getting you all the pictures that we can of what the Ram Mandir really looks like.
मकराना वाइट मार्बल बहुत ही उत्कृष्ट श्रेणी में आता है, जो विश्व भर में बहुत गुणवत्ता के हिसाब से सबसे पहला माना गया है, और उसी हिसाब से जो ट्रस्ट ने और टाटा कंसल्टेंसी ने और एल&टी ने जो फाइनल किया है वो मकराना वाइट को ही फाइनल किया है।
देखिए, हमको करीब 8 महीने हो गए हैं यहाँ पे, और दिन रात हम लोगों ने काम किया है। हमारी करीब 120 लोग इस पे काम कर रहे हैं, डे एंड नाइट। और इसमें मतलब हमारे को कोई ऐसा चैलेंज भी नहीं आया, बस श्री राम जी एनर्जी देते गए और हम काम करते गए और काम होता गया।
Okay, so the big countdown clearly for the Grand Ram Mandir is underway. And in Ayodhya, there's been, of course, a lot of activity. Ayodhya even saw the lighting of a mammoth 108-foot-long agarbatti ahead of the Pran Pratistha event. The joy that's spreading through Ayodhya is also spreading to several parts of the country. In the national capital, there is this massive Shobha Yatra also. We'll also, in our next report, get you the first images, videos that we've accessed of what the Ram Mandir actually looks like.
Stones coming to life through artwork. Intricate carvings. Grand murals. Tales from Ramayana depicted in minute details. This is Ram Lalla's divine abode. The Grand Ram Temple in Ayodhya and its interiors revealed first time on India Today. Showing the ornate roof, decorated walls and resplendent corridors in their full glory. The auspicious Pran Pratistha rituals in the temple city began on Tuesday and will continue till the sacred day. First of the rituals were the Prashchit and Karmakuti Pujan, aimed at atonement from sin. The joy of Ram Mandir Pran Pratistha has swept the streets of Delhi, with the national capital adorning the color of Astha.
तस्वीरें दिखाना चाहेंगे किस तरीके से शोभा यात्रा जो है वो निकाली जा रही है अलग अलग रूप में जो तमाम व्यापारी संगठन है वो इस वक्त शोभा यात्रा निकाल रहे हैं लोग नाच रहे हैं गा रहे हैं गुनगुना रहे हैं रंग ही रंग इस वक्त जो है वो नजर आ रहा है
The holy city of Ayodhya saw the lightning of the mammoth 108 feet agarbatti ahead of the Pran Pratistha event. It is a pan-India faith surge for Ram Mandir. With Pooja Shali in Ayodhya and Shishan Mehra in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Slipping into a short break here on India Today. Coming up on the other side, we get you a very, very interesting story about a film that's now stormed India. It's called Hanuman, not Hanuman, but a superhero flick called Hanuman that's dominating the box office.
Do you see this as a civilizational moment for Bharat, or is there merit in the opposition saying that this is being done only with general elections in mind?
You see, there are different perceptions with different people. I don't like to comment on them, but one thing is for sure, this moment no one should miss. You should keep your politics apart, politics aside, and come and participate in something that is so dear to the Hindus of the world, the Sanatanis of the world, who revere Ram so dear. You know, even Mahatma Gandhi's last word was Hey Ram. So that Ram is resounding not just in India but also beyond our geographical borders like Thailand and Indonesia and all these countries in the east and also in the west. All the way up to Mexico, people are very much aware of Ramayana and Mahabharata. And this is the moment of celebration. You know, actually, Gaurav, when the judgment was pronounced, then itself people wanted to celebrate in the entire country. And it was the wise decision of our Prime Minister and our government to give this statement not to celebrate so that it shouldn't hurt anybody's faith, anyone's sentiments, And so people have been holding in their heart the wish to celebrate, and now that is the moment. And it's a perfect time that has been chosen. And so I think this is the time everyone should come together, forgetting their ideological, political differences, and just participate in this grand celebration.
Jai Rama, Jai Rama, Jai Jai Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram.
As the Ram Mandir gets set for a grand ceremony, the temple's beautiful stonework has the world talking. It is a few kilometers away from the temple that this work is being done. The work is underway at a constant pace and just a kilometer away from the mandir site, at a Karyashala where men and women are hard at work, giving final touches to the temple stones and pillars.
We're at the Karyashala, where all the work is right now taking place to ensure that all the beautiful architecture that you see at the Ram Mandir looks absolutely perfect. That work is happening right here. And you can see around me all of these pillars. There are hundreds of these pillars lined up across the compound. And I'll give you a glimpse of what really this compound looks like, because there's work going on 24/7. And you see the kind of beautiful carvings that are there on each of these pillars. So beautifully done. We understand that all of the stone has come from Rajasthan. It's brought from Rajasthan, kept here. Some of them brought many years ago, some just now, all carved and ready for, in fact, transportation. So once it's done here, you'll have it being transported to the Ram Mandir. The work is done. Why is it still here? Because you can see around me, and I'll show you to the other side as well, how many workers are right now there, and they're here through the day, round the clock, even in the night, in this biting cold, by the way, to continue their work of cleaning these pillars.